and I would like to tell you about a lizard, but not any kind of lizard. A camouflaging lizard. It's a lizard, but it's a camouflaging lizard. And his name is a chameleon. It's a chameleon. Up right here, a chameleon. And its tail is pretty long, and most people say it has a long tongue, just like, well, there's a lot of things that have a long tongue. Like a salamander, for example. And this guy is a reptile, which means it has rough skin. Well, you see these spikes? There it is. Well, it's right on its back. And it also has spikes down here on its belly, which is pretty cool. Nobody knows an animal that has spikes on its belly and its under jaw. And this guy can look in two directions. Like one is up here and his other eye looks down here. Pretty cool. Well, humans can't do that because one eye has to go the same with the other eye that's going. Okay, here you go. Alright, you can't just do dot. You have to do this opposite thing that you're doing with your other eye. I mean, the same thing you're doing with your other eye. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, this guy can do a lot of things. It can climb, basically not climb instead of using its legs to climb, but sometimes you can use its legs to climb, but instead of climbing, it can also use its tail to climb. Don't you think that's so long? That tail is too long. It's like too long. And its tongue helping to catch food. Like, hey, here we go, freaks. Let's get that lizard! Yeah! It uses its long tongue to get a lot of stuff. Its main menu is like lizards, small stuff, because it can catch things that are too fast. Well, just like the octopus tentacles, they're like fast, but chameleon's tongue isn't that fast because it can only go so fast. It can't like go lightly fast. Like it got a stick at it and and it catch the prey and it was a sticky tongue. Ooh yeah! They can't eat birds that like flying creatures. Well, its legs, for example, help to climb. And I want to talk about more things about legs right now. So, this is the arm, I mean, he doesn't have arms, but this one does have arms. Like, it stands on its back legs. Then, overtake. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five claws, I don't know. I don't know how many that we have, but these two double claws are actually one claw. They're separated, but yeah, they're two claws, but separated, but into one claw because they just look menacing. Like they have these white claws on the bottom, which is you can't see them because they're white and tiny, Well, he is big from the bottom, and his length probably. Sometimes people say when they stretch their, from the tongue, the long tongue, it's tail. Trying my best to stretch this tail as long as I can. Well, it's gonna be pretty long, like 30 feet or something, But when it just doesn't stretch his tongue, but stretches his tail, it's gonna be like maybe like 30 not 30, 50 or something. Not 50. I'm going bigger number now. Like a 20 or something. Like 15. Well, it only stretches. Oh, okay. The thing's gonna round it up. Well, when it sticks its long tongue and doesn't stick its tail, it's gonna be probably. Well, it's gonna be like the length of the tail and the tongue isn't that. Like the tongue is much longer than the tail. Well, if you see it in real life, that's true because this guy's tongue doesn't stick out. You just can't see it. You just can't see the tongue. But you can see the opening of the tongue, which is right here. tongue's like ready to stick out and catch some prey, But when it doesn't stick out its tongue and doesn't stick out its tail, it's probably like, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, like, probably 10 feet or something. Like, well, 5 feet because it's very small and it doesn't eat that much. And it weighs up to, well, not that heavy because it only weighs up to 15 pounds or something like that. Well, it does eat a lot of stuff, like tiny stuff. Oh, and it can camouflage. Which means it can blend in. Yeah, that's true because look at all these pretty colors on it. This is a purple, then a blue, and then a green, and then a brown. What kind of human being can have that many colors, separated color, and then mix it to a chameleon? That's crazy. It's like having something to do with a lizard that camouflages and can make a mate, and then, this guy is cool. And it's one of the most fascinating animals we know today. Thank you.